I'm often asked the question about when a ball is on the cushion there, and let's say I want to pot it in that corner pocket, should I be using plain ball, centre ball striking, or should I be using side? Well, the first thing, let's just try and figure out what we're trying to achieve here. I am trying to hit the cushion and the ball at the same time. If I hit the red slightly first, it will hit the cushion and bounce off it. That's point one. If I catch the cushion first, it will bounce off the cushion and bring the red with it, away from the cushion. There's no way will I pot the ball, irrespective of whether I play plain ball or with left-hand side or with right-hand side. If either one of those happen, that red will come away. What happens now with the right-hand side, and we're talking very minute distances here, if I put right-hand side on, I can just catch the cushion marginally before the red and still pot the red by sending it away along the cushion. All right, so right-hand side has increased that target area. All right. I want to emphasise that we're using right-hand side here. Now, if you're this side, I don't want you thinking Barry says I've got to use right-hand side. You haven't. From that side, it becomes left-hand side, and you're still playing the same shot then, okay? So don't play right-hand side that way. And we're talking about this sort of angle now. Now, yes, that can be achieved with a plain ball strike. There's no doubt about that. But you have to be very, very accurate to achieve that. Now the first thing is, whichever method you choose, that shot to try and pot that red in that pocket is very, very tricky, very difficult. And I certainly wouldn't be attempting it in a match or even in a game. All we're doing is trying to determine what is happening. Right, so if I play that shot with right-hand side, some people believe that I'm going to impart spin on this red, yeah, and allow it to help the ball go into the pocket once it hits the cushion around the pocket. That is silly. It just does not happen. You do not transfer side to that ball. But if you did, by the time it's got to that pocket, right, it would have dissipated anyway. So there's no chance it could be of any help. Another school of thought is that if you put right-hand side on, it pushes this cue ball to the left, and then it comes back on itself to hit where you intend to hit. Again, it's not something I subscribe to. Yeah. Yes, you put right-hand side on, it will get pushed to the left. There isn't time for it to come back on itself. The distances are too small. It will not happen. Yes, it can happen with the nap over 10 foot of distance, but certainly not in this sort of situation. What we are trying to do is increase the target area. All right? Now, this is going to be achieved very, very marginally. I want to emphasize that word. Very, very marginally. Now, if I put a load of right-hand side on, very, very tricky even with it. Right? There's no guarantee that I will pot this red. But I give myself the best chance of potting it, right, with the right-hand side, because I'm increasing the target area very, very slightly. So let's give it a go and see what I can do. So here we are. I'm aiming with the right-hand side to hit the ball and the cushion together. And I've achieved that first time. Right? I'm delighted that it's gone in. Normally it would take me 2 or 3 attempts. Let's give it another go, see if that was just a fluke. But let's see what happens this time. So here we go again. Same shot or similar shot. Load of right hand side as much as I can get on. Well, I'll be perfectly honest, I cannot believe I've done that twice on the trot, but I have, okay? Normally you would catch the red slightly first or the cushion first and the ball would come away from the cushion. I have increased the margin, not the margin of error, the target area, right? To give me a better chance of getting that ball. Now, a good analogy there, well, let's take this a stage further. So here, I've got this spotted ball, and what I'm going to try and demonstrate here is that we're not applying side. Okay? So here, I'm going to play the same shot again, see if I can get it 3 times on the trot, who knows? But the object is to watch the spots and just see if there should only be rotating that way. There should be no side spin on it at all. Let's see. Now this time, I haven't done it this time. I've caught the white slightly before the cushion. So it's obviously come away from the cushion. But I'm pretty sure that it demonstrated there is no side spin on it. Let's just try that once more. See if we can get it right this time. I'll settle for 3 out of 4. And there we've got the ball again. Okay, now I'd like to give you a similar analogy on that, just to make the point of increasing that target area. So let's assume I've got a red here, and I'm snookered on it with this ball. For me to aim directly for the red, I've got a 2-inch target, roughly speaking. But if I aim for the cushion rather than the red itself, I'm increasing that target area. So I've gone from a 2-inch target to something like a 6-inch target. Now I'm assuming that we're not trying to do anything in terms of positional play with the white when we play along the cushion, and likewise again. All I'm concerned about is hitting the red, not trying to demonstrate, in some aspect of not leaving it on. All I'm trying to do is hit the red. So anything other than that, you'll have to work out yourself. But I've made the point, increase that margin area with the side. It helps that pot alongside the cushion. Good luck with your practice.